Going on? We're back with another Hawaii Dynasty video. We just had our big win against Sam Houston, our big comeback win in our previous video. And now I failed to realize that we had left FCS on the schedule, so I didn't want to waste your guys' time with that. So we won 49-10 in that game. And, like I just don't want to waste your guys' time posting a game against FCS. So now we're going to take on New Mexico this week. But before we do that, I just kind of wanted to jump into the Mountain West schedule from the previous week, show you guys what's been going on in our conference. So last week, Nevada loses to Middle Tennessee State. UNLV crushes FCS. Mountain West game, Utah State squeaks by Colorado State. UCLA kills New Mexico, who we have this week. San Diego State beats Air Force. Fresno State beats FCS. And Wyoming gets crushed by Utah. And this week, we'll be taking on New Mexico. Like I said, this is a home game down in Honolulu. So let's go ahead. And actually, first, let's jump into recruiting, show you guys what we've got going on. So we're number one on this quarterback, Charlie Faust. Alex Feliciano, number one on his board. Looks like we should be getting those guys. Offensive tackle, number one on his board. Number one on this guard, Ian Tuttle. Center, number one. Edge, Denton Woods, number one. Dunbar here, number one on his board. San Jose State looks like they are going to crush us in this recruiting battle. Unfortunately, I've already scheduled a visit, or I'd probably take the points off of him. Dylan Rust, number one on his board. Jake Plummer, Mike Linebacker, number one on his board. Clark Rice, number one on his board. Levi Nolan, number one on his board. And then number one on Brendan Ingold's board. We still have to do a little bit of scouting for this season and a little more points to put on people, but it looks like we should, out of the 15 targets right now, I would expect to get probably at least 13 of these guys. But let's go ahead and jump into the game against New Mexico. And I've been looking up the Hawaii players' names, so I hope I do have a little better time pronouncing their names this go through this game. Like, for example, number 11, Carson Pupunu. Carson Pupunu. That is his name. So let's take a look here at New Mexico's team. Quarterback, Jake Lane, 77 overall. DJ McKinney. Star on the team, Keegan Johnson, 84 overall senior, 91 speed. Might have to watch out for him. Left edge, Keyshawn James Newby, 88 overall, probably their best player on their team. 86 overall Will. Terrible corners. We should have a field day throwing this ball, and their safeties stink too. It looks like we are going to go and start with the ball here. Brandon White's going to take the kick out here. And can he do it again? No, he gets stuffed at the 20-yard line. Mike Alejado coming off last week against FCS. 442 yards, 4 touchdowns. And Pupunu also had like 13 catches for like 156 yards. So let's come out here. Start with our bread and butter. This is our base play on offense. Switch streak. New Mexico only bringing the 5-man box with 2 safeties. Satani McKaylee with a nice 7-yard gain there. Let's come out in a flanker close flood concept. Alejado drops back. Staring downfield too long, ends up taking a sack on the play. It does seem like we have, I believe that's Dylan Trask on our visit today, who we're losing to San Jose State. So we need to put on a good performance here. A blowout would be helpful. Alejado, Pupunu catches the ball again. Number 3, not blocking, slightly jogging downfield. You'll hear about that one in the film. That's why he comes out. Checking the sideline. Let's go with an audible here. Flag on the play. It looks like it is holding on the offense. Let's come out. Let's come out with a 5 wide receiver set. Alejado drops back, sees a man open over the middle of the field. Too far out in front of him, and White cannot bring it in. White comes out in the trip set here. Alejado takes the snap, rolls out of the pocket. He's got 2 men downfield on the run. Can't make the throw. It seems like Hawaii's issue has been starting slow going back to the Sam Houston game where they went down, what was it? It had to have, I think it was 21 points. Oh, free rushers. Alejado trying to make something happen, scrambling to his left. Doesn't look like he has anything. Still trying to make something happen, just lets it go. No intentional grounding on the play, and Hawaii is going to be punting the football. Mexico returns the ball out for a little decent gain to the 34-yard line, and we'll see Keegan Johnson, the star wide receiver for the Lobos, against this Hawaii defense who had a very tough time against Sam Houston for part of the game. Here we go. New Mexico takes their first snap. They're going to hand it off. That's going to be a 6-yard gain for the Lobos to start the day. Offense will take that every time. Back in a trips look. Quarterback drops back. Sees a man open downfield. Takes a shot. He may have him here. And he overthrows the football where that could have been 6. Big 3rd and 4 coming. Let's see who wins this rep. Quarterback drops back. Takes the sack. Couldn't find anybody open. And that's number 57. You already know who it is. Jackie Johnson III. This guy is lighting up the stat sheet this year. Tackles for loss, sacks. He gets it done every single week for the Rainbow Warriors. White's going to take it out. Can't find anything, so we're going to be at the 32-yard line. New Mexico still just given that 5-man box. They've been watching film. They know what Hawaii's trying to do. They want to throw it all over the place. So Hawaii's going to have to settle for these runs if they want to avoid mistakes, turnovers, interceptions. Alejado takes the snap, fires it down to the flat, picks up the easy first down. Hawaii has their second first down of the day. Let's come out in a double out. So here we go. Alejado takes the snap, looking downfield, sees nothing, steps up in the pocket, takes off. Fights for the first down, stays on his feet, injures Brian Booker on his way to the first down. New Mexico gonna press at the line of scrimmage. This could be risky for them. Aliado takes a shot. He's got a man. Has to jump up for it, but Aliado does complete the pass. A little better ball there, and that could have been a touchdown. Red zone offense, this run and shoot scheme does struggle a little bit in the red zone since everything is so downfield. Aliado doesn't see the pressure, and he takes a sack. 2nd and 16. Pupanu in motion. Aliado takes the snap. Takes a shot to the end zone to Harris. Harris not able to hang on. Aliado seemed to have a man in the flat, but decides against it and tries to throw the touchdown. Aliado makes an adjustment at the line. Takes a cover 2 hole shot. Bad ball. Safety jumps it, and it's intercepted. So the Lobos will be starting on their own 6-yard line after a promising drive from Hawaii ends because of another interception. Lobos complete the pass to the sideline, pick up a gain of 5. Lobos in a trip set here. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off. Safety comes up, makes a great play, keeps him short, 3rd and 1. Here we go, they're going heavy. Can the Rainbow Warriors get a stop? They cannot. 1st and 10, drive continues for the Lobos. Lobos hand it off, nothing out wide, makes a cut, makes a man miss. What looked like could be a big run for just a split second ends up only being a gain of 3. New Mexico in an empty set here. Let's see if they can make something happen. Send a man in motion, and it is a jet pass. Oh, and he's got room to go. Great tackle from Thompson. If he misses that tackle, that's a touchdown. New Mexico loves these trips formations. Quarterback takes his snap, looking downfield, fires it way over his receiver's head. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted by Hawaii. New Mexico back in the gun. Making adjustments at the line here. Takes a snap, looking for a man. Has him open. And that's going to be a 1st down, about a gain of 13 on 1st and 10. Hawaii's defense bending a little bit here after the interception from the offense. And he escapes the sack for a second, but he's not able to escape the second attempt. And that's how our first quarter is going to end. 0-0 here in Honolulu. Not what you would expect from this Hawaii team who has just been lighting up the scoreboard in recent weeks. But again, another turnover cost this Hawaii team points. The overbettors are very upset right now with what is going on here. In the late night game at Hawaii, the East Coast is up late watching this game, and everybody's chasing on the over. Another pass completed to Dorian Thomas, his 2nd catch for 21 yards. That's going to make it 3rd and 3 here. Wonder if the Lobos will just run the ball. New Mexico not guarding the flat. That may come back to bite them, but they snap the ball, throws it short, and it's going to pick up the first down. Hawaii's defense making them drive, but they can't get them off the field. RPO throws out to the screen. He's got a guy. Number 6, that's their star player on offense, Keegan Johnson. The first time he's touched the ball a day. You would imagine New Mexico wants to get the ball in his hands more than they have so far. Thompson trying to get the crowd into it here down in the red zone. 2nd and 15. Thompson comes up, smashes the running back. Gain of 3. Speed option here from the Lobos. Quarterback should have pitched that one. Decides to hang on, and it's 3rd and 9. Lobos come out with the attached tight end in the trips look. Snap the ball, looking for a man. He's going to take off. Does he have it? He does! First down from Jack Lane. Thompson had a chance for a second. Lane makes a miss, and now it's 1st and goal from the 3. New Mexico, surprise, surprise, back in the trips. It's going to be a pass in the end zone. Bad throw, had a man open. Hawaii's got to be happy with that bad throw there. That would have made the score 7-0. We got to run. There's nobody to the outside. New Mexico seals the edge, and that's a walk-in touchdown for the Lobos. Damon Bankston, on his first attempt of the day, takes it 3 yards for the touchdown, and Hawaii is now down 6-0. The kick is up, and it is good, and that's 7-0. A 16-play, 93 yards, took 6+ minutes off the clock. Hawaii's defense bends and eventually does break. White tries to make something happen. He's been hot with these kick returns as of late, but only gets back to his own 17-yard line. Aliato takes the snaps, got a man in the flat, fires it complete to Ashlock. That's going to be a gain of 4. Alejado checking the sideline. They're going to check their play here. They snap the ball. They got pressure. Alejado throws the ball down to Ashlock, who jumps up, makes the catch, hangs on, and that's a big play for the Hawaii offense. Aliato checking something here. Aliato takes a snap. There's a free rusher. Throws the ball back to Ashlock. Under pressure, Aliato is not able to get a good ball. Ashlock can't hang on, and unfortunately that's going to be an incomplete pass for the Rainbow Warriors. Aliato takes the snaps. Got another man in the flat. Throws it. Bad ball. Threw it behind him. If he throws that out in front of him, Ashlock's going to take that and get upfield. Aliato not having the best day so far. Aliato's talking to his receivers. Takes the snap. Aliato's got nothing. He's scrambling around. Takes off. 4th and 2. What are they going to do? Up to the line here. Do they snap the ball? They get him to jump. They do run the play. Goes out to McKaylee. And that's going to pick up the first down. New Mexico jumps there, but ends up not mattering as Hawaii would have had the first down regardless. They're going to hand this one off. Michaela, so I'm still trying to get these names right. I believe it is Satani Michaela. Satani Michaela. Wide open man over the middle, but another bad pass. And this guy right here, Sassini or something. I have this is the one guy's name I have not looked up, so I'm not 100% sure on his name. Alejado checking the sideline, checks his play. See what they do here. Takes a snap, and they're gonna hand it off, looking for room. Michele only gets a gain of 3. Hawaii coming out and empty. Take the snap. Throws it to the end zone. What a catch from Brandon White. That is exactly why Hawaii went to the 5 wide receiver set. This guy is making a case to be a top 4 starting wide receiver for this offense. Anytime this guy gets an opportunity, he is out there making plays. Hawaii, 9 plays, 83 yards, a little bit under 4 minutes of a drive. Hawaii boots it to the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. New Mexico will have 2:15 to work with. New Mexico coming out in a trips pistol set. Looks like they're showing pressure. Let's see if they bring it. And that's going to be stuffed for a loss of 1. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. We have a tie ball game. 7-7. New Mexico does get the ball to start the second half, so you know they want to milk this clock down as low as they can and end up punching it in for a touchdown. New Mexico drops back, throws it over the middle of the field. Big hit, receiver hangs on. Going hurry up here on 3rd and 6. New Mexico does not want to give Hawaii the ball back right now. Throws it deep. It's a high ball. It is incomplete. Bad ball from the quarterback. Lets the DB break that one up. And New Mexico will be punting the ball back with 1:40 to go. White touches the ball. This guy's electric. Can't get to the outside. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30. White back out in the empty set. Aliado makes the check, takes the snap. He's going deep. Does he have the man? He does, but Ashlock's not able to hang on. So here we go, 2nd and 10. Alejado takes the snap. He's got a man over the middle of the field. Not a great ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Looked like he had him open, but the ball took a while to get there. The DB was able to recover. So here we go, 3rd and 10. And it's going to be a read option. Alejado looking for some space. He makes a man miss. He picks up the first down, but Micah Alejado is injured on the play. That is not good for this Hawaii offense. Davis checking into the ball game. See what he can do. Davis takes the snap, has a man open, fires it. A little bit of a floater, not a great ball. He picks up 4, though, to Pupunu. Davis checking. takes the snap. Back to Pupu, another bad ball. They go back to the line. White checks to the trip look. Time ticking down here. White checks the sideline again. Here we go. Hawaii takes the snap. Davis has a man open, throws it. Pupanu again. Pupanu's heating up here at the end of the first half. 29 seconds to go. 4 catches, 67 yards for Pupanu. Hawaii back up to the line. Davis makes a check. Davis takes the snap. Drops back, fires it to Ashlock. Brings it in. 16 seconds left. Time ticking. Hawaii letting this clock run a little bit. They still have all 3 timeouts. They don't call one. Davis fires it to the end zone. Did he get a foot down? Pupanu. The refs saying he did as of now. All scoring plays are reviewed. And it looks like this one was confirmed. And that's going to be 14-7. New Mexico. 8 plays, 69 yards. Nice. In a minute and a half. So Hawaii doing exactly what New Mexico wanted to do. Milk the clock down to as little amount of time as possible and put it in for a touchdown. Unfortunately for New Mexico, Hawaii does it instead of them. So 7 seconds here. Let's see if New Mexico just hands this off. They do. Uh-oh. That was almost a catastrophe. And now New Mexico taking the timeout. Looks like they're just going to chuck one up to the end zone. Hawaii, 4 guys back deep playing this prevent defense. Lane takes a deep shot into quadruple coverage. Oh, and the interception's dropped. That'll do it for the first half. It is 14-7. Hawaii. New Mexico does get the ball to start the second half. Hawaii 182 yards through the air right now, averaging 7.2 yards a play. You love to see that out of an offense. Sun setting here in Honolulu. It's about 2 a.m. on the East Coast. I know a couple of guys who are hammering the live over in this game. Here we go. New Mexico takes a snap. RPO, throws it. Nothing there. Broken up. 2nd and 10. It seemed like New Mexico had a chance early in this game when they went up 7-0. But since then, it's been all Hawaii. They're going to throw a screen. Decent little pickup. 3rd and 5. Let's see what Hawaii wants to do on this play. New Mexico takes the snap. Quarterback drops back. Fires it in to the towards the sideline. Big gain. It is 1st and 10. Heavy set here for New Mexico. They may be running the football. They are looking for a wide stretch play and just nothing there. Loss of 4. Second and 14. You got to think this one's going up. They run play action. Out to the flat. You'll take that if you're Hawaii. Rally back down to the ball. Make them take the underneath stuff, and as a defense, you say, throw it underneath, we'll come down and rally. You take that all day as a defense. 3rd and 11 here. Let's see if Hawaii can get some pressure on the quarterback. Takes the snap, drops back, can't find anybody, hit as he throws, and that's incomplete, and they're going to be punting the football. New Mexico stalling out here ever since they took the 7-0 lead. Punter is just going to pin them deep, or no, not even, at the 24-yard line. And we're going to go with DeMarcus Davis, the other freshman. Alijado's played probably his last snap of the game. Alijado Davis, DeMarcus Davis checks to the sideline. Looks like they audibled out of whatever play they were in. He takes the snap, and he steps up in the pocket. Pressure's a little too much. Looked like he might have had a man running down the sideline, but they are not able to connect. It's why 2nd and 10. Hands it off to McCauley. Goes through the line of scrimmage. Ends up with a gain of 9, and they're right back to the line of scrimmage. Why going tempo here on 3rd and inches? Quick snap. Hands it right back off. Spins out of a tackle in the battering ram. Satani Makele. I cannot pronounce this man's name, but he is having a day right now. Or not a day, but he is there when we need him. Davis sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. And they try to hit that cover 2 hole shot, but DeMarcus Davis just does not have the arm to get it there. He is a freshman. Makele again. And this guy, 7 rushes, 53 yards. He's starting to heat up. 3rd and 1. Are we going to see him go back to the run? We are not. Ashlock over the middle. Almost makes a man miss. But that's going to make it 1st and 10. Davis checks it at the line. Mikale. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's Vaughn. Christian Vaughn gets his first carry of the day. Davis takes the snap. He's got Ashlock in the end zone. If he can come up with it, he can't. The DB makes a great play on the ball. Incomplete. Davis takes the snap. He's going to pull it on a read option. Defense makes a great job rallying, and it is 3rd and 10. Third and 10. Let's see if Hawaii pushes the ball downfield. Looks like they're going to try. Ashlock's wide open to the seam. Catches it. Can he get in? He's tackled into the end zone. Ashlock gets Hawaii back on the board, and that's going to make the score potentially 21-7 Rainbow Warriors. And it is 10 plays, 77 yards. Davis having himself a decent little game, having to come in as relief today. New Mexico back in the trips look. Are they attacking the flats? They are not. It's a handoff. Mexico potentially didn't see that one coming, and it is 2nd and 3. As the clock continues to wind down here in the 3rd quarter. New Mexico needs to get points on the board here if they hope to stay in this game. Takes the snap, looking downfield, fires it to the seam, and he's got a man. Big play from New Mexico. Jack Lane's going to need more plays like that if he wants to get the Lobos back into this. Mexico takes the snap. They drop back. Little short throw. He's not able to hang on, and that's 2nd and 10. Here we go. Lane takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Trying to get that running game heated up a little bit, and it's 3rd and 7. Here we go. New Mexico needs to convert this. Play action. He's got a guy wide open down the middle of the field, and it is 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. They hand it off. He's going to go in untouched for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Or no, that is his DJ McKinney's 1st touchdown. Their backup running back had the 1st touchdown. So that will make it 14-21. New Mexico back in this game. White is going to have a shot at this one. White makes a cut, makes a man miss. Almost broke that one out, but he is stopped. Here we go. Davis takes the snap. Davis under pressure. Nobody open downfield. Just throws that one away. It looks like New Mexico is going to bring pressure here potentially. White takes the snap. Davis scrambling for his life. Throws it up. Lucky that one's not ruled a fumble on the field. 3rd and 10 here. New Mexico's defense standing back up when their offense needed them to. 3rd and 10 here for the backup quarterback. Davis takes the snap. Davis, nobody open downfield. Sees a man down. Pupunu! He's got him! Carson Pupunu. Quarterback scrambling out, and as a receiver, you're taught in the receiver room, if you see your quarterback scrambling out of the pocket, if you're downfield, you run back towards the line of scrimmage. If you're close to the line of scrimmage, you take off down the field. And that's exactly what Pupunu did there. Bails his team out. On 3rd down, New Mexico's got to be kicking themselves for letting that one up. Takes the snap, hands it off to Michele. This guy just falls forward for at least 5. He's good for falling forward for 5 yards. Here we go. Could potentially be the last snap of the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 5. Davis takes it. Throwing it up to Pupunu. He's got him. Touchdown, Davis to Pupunu. Seven receptions, 144 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Pupunu today. New Mexico looked like they were about to be punting the ball on a 3-and-out. Next thing you know, they're in the end zone just a couple plays later. New Mexico has to answer on this drive. Lane takes the snap. He's got nothing downfield. Checks it to the man in the flat. 2nd and 7. And again, I'll say it again. You take that as a defense every time. Make them check it down. And then we rally down to the ball, and we don't miss tackles. So 292 yards through the air as a team right now for Hawaii. Here we go. 2nd and 7 for the Lobos. They take the snap. Y brings a little bit of pressure, and he's going to get sacked by the big man. Number 79, Dejon Benton. Third and 14. See what the Lobos can do. Throwing it out to the flat. That was almost a pick six. Lucky it wasn't. And just a short completion, and they're punting. White going to take it. Gets a couple blocks. Decent little return. Gets it up to the 46. Hawaii could put this one out of reach potentially. Davis checks the sideline. Davis takes the snap, throws it out to Ashlock, floats it. Can Ashlock make a couple men miss? He cannot. That's going to be 1st and 10 for Hawaii. New Mexico going to press here at the line of scrimmage. Davis, read option. Oh, and he's got space. He's got space. Pupanu can't get out of his way, though. And that's going to be down at the 3-yard line. Here we go. Hawaii coming out in an empty look. Davis checks the sideline. Davis takes the snap. Throws it. Pupanu. Who else? DeMarcus Davis, his 4th touchdown on the day, and he's up to almost 200 yards passing. Without Alejado, Davis still making it happen for this Hawaii offense. New Mexico going to take a shot out of the end zone here. It does not pay off for them. They're at their 11-yard line. Here we go. Do or die for the Lobos. It may already be too far out of reach, and they're trying to run a draw. 2nd and 12. Clock ticking. Clock starting to become an enemy. Lane takes the snap, throws it quick, and they're going to pick up the 1st down. Here we go. Hawaii showing they're bringing pressure. Let's see if they drop out of it. Another handoff, and they did bring the pressure, and it's a gain of 0. Second and 10 for the Lobos. Checks out to the flat. Nobody's down there, and the receiver doesn't know where he is on the field, and he steps out of bounds. Here we go, 3rd and 6. Play action pass, and it's a sack. Who else? Jackie Johnson III. This guy's making a case to be the Mountain West Player of the Year, putting the NFL scouts on notice. Lane takes the snap. It's a deep shot. Too far out of reach for anybody, and that's a turnover on downs, and that looks like that is going to probably be it. Hawaii probably going to look to just run some clock here. Don't take any chances. Michele runs it to the outside for a gain of 5. Hawaii running the clock down. Running it down to under 10 seconds before they take their snap. RPO. Davis throws it to Pupanu, who that's going to be his 9th catch for 152 yards today. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Michele runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. That's going to make it 42 to 41. I'm sorry, 42 to 14. Hawaii sends it deep to the back of the end zone. They're going to knee the ball. Here we go. You know what? 42 to 14. Let's go ahead and put our subs in. Lane takes the snap, and there it looks like New Mexico's just trying to get out of here. That's going to be the 2-minute warning. Lane drops back, looking for a man, throws it complete over the middle. Be 3rd and 6. New Mexico picks up the first down here. Minute 30 on the clock. Just hands the ball off. I can't tell if New Mexico is handing the ball off, but they're also throwing it. Can't decide if they want to try to make themselves feel good at the end of the game or just get out of here. And that's going to be another handoff. Breaks the tackle, but the Hawaii defense is there to rally. 3rd and 1. Another handoff. That's 4th and 1. They do not need to snap the ball again. Let's see if they just throw it up here. Looks like they will. Over the middle, it is complete. And that should be it for this one. Hawaii advances to 5-0 on the season. The 42 to 14 win. New Mexico up 7-0 to start this game. But Hawaii pours it on them. Carson Pupanu, 9 catches, 152 yards, and 3 touchdowns today. That's going to be your player of the game. Davis comes in relief for your Alejado, and it is not a problem for the Rainbow Warriors. The guys who bet the live over at halftime, they're buying a new house today. So Alejado, before he left the game, was only 8 of 16 for 125 yards. Threw the interception, did have a touchdown. But DeMarcus Davis, 12 of 18, 199 yards, 4 touchdowns. If Alejado has got to miss more time, Davis seems like he's capable to step in and carry this offense. On the ground, Satani Michele, 10 attempts, 74 yards, 7.4 yards. You take that all day. A touchdown. Receiving, who else? Carson Pupanu, 9 for 152, 3 touchdowns. Ashlock, 6 catches, 102 yards, a touchdown. Nothing else of note. Oh, where's our guy? Where is our guy? He only had 1 catch, but he made it count. Brandon White. Defensively, Dejon Benton and Jackie Johnson both with a sack and a half. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this week. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.